Hello, everyone, dear parents, children, and teachers. Welcome to Mr. He's classroom. I'm thinking a problem or a question every time when you come to my classroom. What are you looking for? Or what can you see? I'm thinking, are there any valuable information you can take away? Or are there any useful message I can get after visiting Mr. He's classroom? How can I get those information clearly without thinking too much, just to get those very useful information very directly and effectively? That's a question occurred in my mind for a very long time. Yes, as a teacher, it looks like the teacher knows everything. But how can we let the other people or the observers know the most important areas? We want to let them know. Okay, so this is the introduction video I would like to resolve. I want to fix this part. I want to improve in this part. If you have any question, please let me know later, okay? We can have more communication about it. All right, so in my framework, in my mind, there are 4 parts which is very important to me. I'm trying to help my students to understand the 4 parts. Now let's talk about the first one. The first part, we need to have the clarity of standards and lesson objectives. So when you come to my classroom, you can raise several questions like this. Did the teacher or did Mr. He state the standard or the lesson objective at the very beginning? Was the objective displayed visually or stated orally? Then you start to look for it, for those evidence. Hey, where's the anchor chart? Are there anything on the whiteboard or projected screen? Oh, this anchor chart, Mr. wrote it there. Here is a goal. Here is the lesson objectives. Here is a lesson standard. And then you have another question. Did students articulate the objective in student-friendly language? For example, hey, I'm a student, I'm Vincent. Mr. He expects us to be able to blah, blah, blah. And they can state what they want to do. There are a few examples here. Like, hey, what is Mr. He doing? Mr. He introduced the objective by saying, today we will, 今天我们会, today we're going to, 今天我们会将要. Yes, Mr. He made the objective clearly explained to students because, okay, students at the very beginning, they know what they are going to reach. They know where the destination, where the goal is. Okay, I'm sorry, my dog is barking there. Okay, we'll continue. Students knows what they were expected to do when. Okay, this is the first important area. The first important part. Secondly, preparation for students to meet the objective. Before they reach the goal, we need to make some preparation. So what did we do to help those students to have that preparation or prior knowledge? What to look for in the class? Were students given supports or scaffolds before the main task, like modeling, guided practice, vocabulary review? Every Monday when we are learning new spelling words, Did we review what we learned before? What is the prior experience and what is their prior knowledge? Do they have that foundation to learn the new things? Did the instruction build to the objective logically and sequentially? When I am teaching the class, when we are giving instruction, did we provide the information or did we modeling everything step by step, like the letters, like climbing the ladder step by step? There are a few examples. We can raise questions. We can ask some questions like this. You can ask me, like, prior to the practice task, Mr. He engaged students in blah, 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 okay? The second example, the lesson included modeling of the skills by Mr. He, which helped the students to prepare blah, blah, blah. This is another example. You can raise the questions like this. You can find those evidence like this. The third one, some students appeared for the task because blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is the second part. Now we're going to talk about the third part, alignment of objective to standard mastery. So the third part, so what can we do? What to consider? Yeah, when you're looking at my class, when I'm standing next to the board, whiteboard, when I'm teaching, you can say, does achieving the stated objective inherently support progress toward the broader standard? For example, if the standard is about inference, does the objective require students to use evidence from the text to draw conclusions? Of course, this part is very difficult. It's for level G, H, I level students there. Yeah, you can raise some question like this. You can also say, are these academic tasks cognitively aligned with what the standard demands? Are they logical? Are what I said, are what we're modeling in the classroom in line with our lesson objectives and standards? Here are more examples. You can say, the objective directly supports mastery of the standard because Mr. He modeled in this area. The tasks require students to demonstrate blah, blah, blah. Okay? If the lesson objective is met, students will be better able to, okay, another example. If the lesson objective is met, students will be better able to read fluently about this paragraph. They can recognize those key spelling words and they apply what they learned to create new writing paragraphs. Okay, the fourth part will be adaptations and improvements. This is the fourth very important area. You can read some question like this according to the fourth parts. Did Mr. have the small group instruction to meet diverse students' needs? It looks like there are several small groups there. So who are they? This is English learners. We need to provide support such as sentence frames, visuals, rephrasing, because they mainly, they are just the new learners. Another example, students who struggle with engagement or attention. Yes, This group of students are more like this. They're struggling. It's hard for them to get engaged. They're more like not middle level or low level students. Yeah, but Mr. He regrouped them together. Or another example, Mr. He provided the visual support such as, yes, this will help the students with comprehension. For students needing enrichment, the teacher would extend the task by, yes, some kids are receiving special education service. Maybe 10 or 15 minutes are not enough for them. We can give them more time or give them extended instruction, teach more, practice more. Okay, those are 4 parts. You can check the important information based on the 4 parts. The last one, I would like to talk about the rubric, a rubric guidance. You might be asked to using a rubric like dimension. How do I say it? For example, you can say, hey, there are 4 parts, okay? This is a rubric. There are 4 parts. The first one will be communicating objectives, okay? You will see if Mr. He or the teacher clearly stated learning objectives, or if the student repeated it back. The second one, instructional alignment. Did the teacher have the instructional alignment? Did the Mr. He provide the activities, or are those activities were directly linked to the objective and standard? The third one will be engagement. Yes, when our principal came in, they care about this. Students were actively participating through different activities, tasks, paper, worksheet, or a lot of things. The last one will be differentiation. We have small groups. We use the visual learning strategies, teaching strategies. We provided prompts to help the small group students to meet their individual academic needs. Okay, everyone? These are the 4 parts, 4 topics with 1 rubric. When you come to my classroom, or every time when you stay in my classroom to do something, you can use this framework to help yourself to understand what I'm doing. Or if you're helping the other students, you will know, you will follow my pace. Oh, Mr. He is here. Here is what Mr. He is doing. Now I'm helping the student, and Mr. He is focusing on the communicating the teaching standard and learning goals. Yeah, I need to help the student to know it clearly. I can repeat what Mr. He said to help him what he can to clarify the learning goal. Okay, so you can follow the pace, and it will help. What I said will help you easily get my key point when I'm having instruction. Okay, everyone? So today we'll be here. So next time I'm going to take a video about a class. You can apply it into the real context, real situation. You will see how we can find those key informations based on what I said just now. 4 parts, okay? See you next time, everyone.